point, as Ben Simmons will sit once again with back tightness. This is the final preseason game for the Sixers. And we are
lively body, quick off the floor, Mr. Bryant.
Tobias Harris running the floor. He has found.
Couple that with athleticism and quickness. They're not long and limbering, or they're going to get blown by. They're not slow of foot.
Embiid, he's quick of foot. 2006 and 7.
I don't see that often. He's one of the best screeners in the league. Backdoor there on.
Parents then emigrated to Germany, and he was born there. There is Ish Smith doing his thing. Smith 10 years.
Does he still? I don't care how old he is. He changes direction so well.
As Embiid puts it back in the absence of John Wall, no telling when he'll be back. Coming back from that ruptured left Achilles, Ish Smith will be pressed into service as a.
Good idea on the back door. Josh unable to pick it up. Nice.
Yeah, you can see how good
Upton got a bucket.
You see Richardson now. He is forced to guard the point guard. Ish Smith years with Gonzaga.
Who's this game remind you of a little bit? It reminds me of Otto Porter a little bit.
Horford a little bully ball against the rookie. Korkmaz for 3. Clippers expected to be now with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George on the best in the West. In the meantime, Thomas Bertans, the former member of the San Antonio Spurs, on the floor for the first time. He's
5 on 4.
Milton filling the wing and finishing with a. Bryant rolling in, denied by Tobias Harris, but
years dealing with injuries. He really puts a lot of energy and effort and really attacks the rehab teams. I want to be in the district and win a championship someday.
Chris, Wizards head coach. In the meantime, the Sixers by 7, 2 and change to go here in the first. You can count that. And a foul.
Air of the basketball. The offense is going to go through him. Nice little find from JoJo.
Oh, we welcome back, especially from beyond the arc. Floor to keep it alive for the Sixers. Mike Scott in the game for the first time, rewarding Ennis for his defensive work.
Antonio, where he absolutely played out of his mind in the second half. I don't know how many threes and dunks he had, but he was the man that night.
I'm going to give it to you. Final seconds of the first quarter. Jordan McRae, who could always score.
And what he had to go through last year, there were some shortcomings. We know about the second unit, for instance, lack of...
On the slide, he's amazing. He can spread the court, he can pass the ball, he loves to pass the ball, and he's a winner. He's a proven winner. And I just got to know him a lot better, but he works relentlessly, works tirelessly, because he's that can definitely finish.
Elton, one of your under-the-radar acquisitions that I was thrilled to hear about.
Yeah, mostly about role and expectations. Like, what are you expecting when you join us?
The NBA did this year, and that is to add a coach's challenge. You can only challenge.
So we're working with Brett to make sure we get the best, we optimize it the best we can, because it could win a game for us one day.
Elton Brand, the first time since 1985-86. Joel Embiid saying yesterday to reporters, thinks his team. At one point, the Wizards ripping off a 13.
I'll say to a man, they're going to miss Al more than Kyrie.
Counted for Beal, he'll get one.
Sure.
And one of the guys that I point to is Tobias Harris. I think he's going to shoot a lot better than he did in his time with the Sixers last.
Josh kept his dribble alive and was able to get where he wanted to on the floor. Sure, he didn't convert, but I like the preliminary lead-up.
For one, if they can make it work. And Embiid teeing up at 3, and down it goes for Joel Embiid. And he coughed it up. Still time for Embiid, got it off, count it, and a foul. Philadelphia, but NBC Sports Washington as well. The broadcast home of the Wizards.
The late reactor peg.
While with Serena Witters and Ali Abdelnaby, Mark Zumoff bringing you all Furkan Korkmaz, Josh Richardson right now on the bench. Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Al Horford up front. As Embiid gets to,
he gets rid of it and he cuts in for a post-up. Much easier.
Wednesday, stream it on the My Teams app or on NBC Sports. Philadelphia.com. On a regular basis, no longer with the team, T.J. McConnell, now a member of the Indiana Pacers. Teeing up a three and...
Give you an example. Today after shoot-around, Isaac Bonga and Rui Hachimura just got hot behind the three-point line. I think...
Sure, you shoot that. It's a foul line jumper. Those are makeable for him.
Jordan McRae
Found itself has become more than one problem.
And now the Sixers in danger of losing sight of the Wizards. As Shake Milton sneaks through the back door. Good defense here by the Wizards.
But it collapsed the defense, led to an offensive board.
Bertans with a second-round pick, but he remained in Europe.
Another board. Rebounding team, 4th last year overall in rebounding. Wanting to be better.
Matisse Thybulle, and he finishes with a left hand. Are taking notice of that this year. That is a so-called point of emphasis.
And it's just the way the game is played now. I mean, the first one, though, traveling, that's the one I'm curious about. How is that going to manifest itself?
Find the definition of the gather, the so-called gather. So that's the moment as Shake Milton hits the three.
Now, to me, when an offensive player can no longer dribble, to the officials, that's when the gather. Okay. Well, he didn't come here, so I didn't work on it that hard.
Work on Korkmaz defending beautifully against the native of Latvia. And there is Zaire Smith. This should be the 3rd straight sold-out season for the Sixers.
Expects the expectation. It's going to be even more fun. Wow.
Well, he's quite the athlete. Red Brown.
They recognize you, and I get to ride your lapels when they're around. I get to hang out a little bit.
Right, then he suffered a terrible allergic reaction, which took him a long time to recover from. Then, of course, you're not only missing the seasons, and you have to really call Zaire Smith a rookie, even though it's technically not his rookie season, but it's partly a serving Larry Bird and what took place between these teams in the 80s. Then I go back to the 60s, San Francisco, and then the Sixers came along from Syracuse, and the Celtics tormented them. That's a nice play.
Tony or Hal Greer or those guys, but you feel the energy because it is a big game for both.
His rights went to the Wizards along with Jonathan Simmons in return for cash. At last look, Simmons not in the NBA.
Just executing down the stretch and remaining crisp are the Wizards.
Jonah Bolden.
Any rhythm offensively tonight because I don't think they got any easy buckets off of their defense.
But they'll make themselves at home on Wednesday when they meet the Celtics. For the record, the final of this one, the Wizards 112 and the Sixers 93. The Sixers complete the 5-game preseason at 4-1. The Wizards 3-2.